and I just feel like I could finish a fight against anyone, really.
Hello, Combate Global fans. I am with fan favorite Maritza Sanchez, and we're hoping that we have some fight news coming up for her. But we did have some interesting news with Conor McGregor partnering up with Combate Global. Forged Irish Stout is presenting Combate Global, Mexico versus Ireland. So, what was your instant reaction when you heard that news?
I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. It's a different move that Combate is doing, and it's gonna bring viewers in. So I'm actually excited to watch that.
And one of your greatest knockouts was against an Irish fighter, Dee Begley. When you go back to that fight and there were a bunch of punches in the lead up, did you know that the knockout was coming soon?
Um, yes, the game plan for that fight was to work towards the body, and I just knew after that first good body shot, I was hurt. So I tried to stay calm, but then again, felt like it was the time to just go in and go all out. So I knew it was coming, and I mean, Dee Begley, she's super tough, but yeah, I saw it coming, and I'm happy I got that.
Such a great win to put a stamp on it. And then you were manifesting that you would have your fight come to fruition against Fernanda May 28th. It happened. Were you also manifesting that TKO win?
Um, so yes, I was manifesting to get a finish. Not so much specifically on. I wasn't so focused on a TKO. I was just focused on seeing what was open and how I can finish that fight. And yeah, I was able to do that in a different type of style, kind of like same similar TKO, but I was able to finish it on the ground this time.
Yeah, and so those last two fights of yours, a lot of, boxing and heavy body work. I think when we go back to your Elizabeth Schroeder fight, obviously a lot of hands thrown in that fight as well. But is that one of your fights where you're most proud of your wrestling? Because I feel like there were so many takedowns in that fight.
Yeah, definitely. I actually was focusing on a lot of wrestling for that camp, and was super happy I was able to showcase my skills off that because I mean I know I can wrestle. I'm not a wrestler. I wouldn't call myself a wrestler, but I am trying to be a well-rounded fighter and showcase those skills in that fight against Elizabeth.
And is there any part of you that wants to run back the fights that you didn't get the finish with? Or are you just, focused on the next? You want a new opponent every time?
Yeah, as right now, or as then, I've pretty much just been focused on a new opponent and a new fight each time. Um, that's just my personal wantings, but yeah, new opponents is good for me.
And when we're looking at the immediate future, you're wanting a new opponent. I think there are some good options that we have for you. Are there any names that you can give us?
Yes, I mean, I wanting anyone from the rank, um, but I have had an eye on Melissa Maya. I know she's right there as well, and I know other people have been wanting to watch that fight between her too. So I've always been open to respectfully, getting a fight with her if anytime soon. But I guess we'll see when it could happen. It's possible.
And so, what were your thoughts on her last fight against Julian Knoll?
It was a really good fight. Actually, it was very back and forth. I think they are both super tough, and I wouldn't mind a fight with Jamal either. I have my eyes on who's at the top. Whoever's in the way, I'm there.
I noticed in some of her wins, she kind of, goes to the ground a little bit more. So, what do you view as your strength against a fighter like Melissa Maya?
I mean, nothing to take away from Melissa Maya. I feel like I'm a very well-rounded fighter, and she is as well. I just feel like I'm that much more of a step ahead. I feel faster, and I just feel like I could finish a fight against anyone, really.